call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Glad to have you with us in San Jose, California, home to the San Jose State Spartans. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Rice Owls, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the San Jose State Spartans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense in a bunch formation. The give on the inside. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Hunt is on its way. Catches it at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. To the air, it's Alexander. Taking a shot on the first play. A full dive to haul that one in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rice. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Amatova. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw again. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
First down for the offense.
The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. A little release to the back. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Spartans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield on first down. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Guys, let's think for just a moment about San Jose State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head...
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Caught at the 25. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Already find a hole in that secondary. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
The Owls trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Alexander. Using his feet to buy time. Touchdown, Owls! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback may change this route. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Second down, he'll throw it. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Spartans want to crank the tempo. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Fires it down the seam. He's got it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Alexander. Fakes to grab. Crosses the 45. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Took a shot as he threw. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to throw again. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win in David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, in a situation like that where it's third and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter out.
The Spartans will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They boot it away on fourth down. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
And the Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Alexander. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
On third and long, looking to throw away downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Willingham. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Looking down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Military stun. On the ready. On the ready.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. All down at the 31-yard line. It's where this offense will go to work.
It's not the end of the world. Bear with me. There is nothing worse than watching wide receivers run those little under routes, and I throw the football, and I'm 10 yards short. You got to push the ball down the field if you're going to get the first down. And guess what? You threw an interception, so be it. You made the tackle, no big deal. It's kind of like a punt.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Owls moving quickly to the line.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 2.
Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Owls. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
He's not afraid to go deep. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And the Spartans line up to punt it away. They boot it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking downfield, it's Alexander. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
They'll send the tight end in motion. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. It's complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea of trying to get this guy the ball in space. He's really, really dangerous, but that's just a better job tackling on defense for no gain.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
The kick is on its way. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Alexander. He's taking the shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Right down the middle. Looking to get it in. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Rice.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Trying to get themselves back in the football game.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, really good job by this defense staying positive. They gave up a bunch of yards, got down towards the shadow of their own goal line. 2 straight passes, 2 incompletions, trying to just get off the field here with only giving up 3 points.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Owls! Fit it in the window for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Let's go! Wants to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
You got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up.
The Spartans will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes with the return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
I knew it was hot out there, but apparently it's fried the coach's brain. They've got the punt team out there, and it's not 4th down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. Tight end now in motion. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gonna sling it on second down. Hauls it in. And he'll be brought down. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
And the Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Alexander. Throws to the back. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Moves around to clear up the vision. The throw. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to win the field position with the return.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit. And that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given them a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Spartans. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
The 18 unit on the field. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Kansas State has just had no answer to the ferocious tail kicking they're taking today. And if you thought this coach was colorful before, wait till his postgame. They're trailing by 20 to West Virginia. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gaines. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Rice rushes to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Open spaces. The 20. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown Owls.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. This is a designed run. Powers through the defender. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Tamatova. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip. And they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Spartans are flying down the field. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
I'm not trying to catch the ball as a defensive back all the time. I'm just making sure you don't catch it. Great job getting a deflection, fight through the hands, make sure he can't put his hands together to try to catch that football.
Intercepted to stop the threat. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Alexander. He's got his man across the middle. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And he's not done, man. This QB is on a heater. He's already thrown 5 touchdown passes. And here we are late in the game, and he's still taking shots. When you're in a rhythm like that, you feel like any time the ball leaves your fingers, it's landing in your receiver's hands. And oftentimes for this guy today, it's been for touchdowns.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pulled down for the tackle.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Damatola. And he will take it in. Touchdown, San Jose State. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going, and maybe you can build on it.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Middle Tennessee is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 28 to Northern Illinois. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab on the shot. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Rice rushes to the line.
For the offense. Okay, break. Trail, on the ready.
Wants to throw. It's Alexander. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
The offense changing the play. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Throwing right. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
A shot toward the end zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Back to pass, it's Alexander. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing it. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Now they'll run the draw. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Catch in the middle. It's Proctor. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Jose State.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
One more play to pad the stats. A designed run for the quarterback. And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit over.